The death of COBOL. Let's talk. Welcome to another video of Mainframe. For decades, people have predicted the death of COBOL, but here we are. Billions of lines of COBOL still run the global economy, from banking to airlines to insurance, retail, you name it. And this is an example why things have changed. With the rise of AI, companies like Anthropic are releasing research and white papers claiming that the legacy systems can finally be modernized faster than ever before. Code that once took months to understand can now be analyzed, explained, and even rewritten in minutes. And the market is starting to react. Take a look at IBM, a company deeply tied to mainframes and COBOL systems. 13% drop in a single day. That's the biggest drop in the stock price since dot-com bubble. Now the real question is, how good is AI with COBOL? And the best way to find out, get AI to write some COBOL code and test it. For building our demo COBOL application, we are going to use Antigravity from Google. It is an AI powered development platform with a very generous free tier. I already have the prompt ready. Create a small but realistic COBOL application that demonstrates business logic similar to real world enterprise system. Project name is loan eligibility checker. I've given some requirements, some business logic, and this is the output we are expecting. Display whether the user is eligible or not. Show a clear reason if not eligible. We have also given the structure. I don't think this is super necessary, but good to have. Overall, it's a pretty basic, simple COBOL application that anyone can build in 30 minutes. Let's see how AI does with this prompt. Generating. Now we wait. Okay, the name is not bad. Author anti-gravity. It has gone past the 72 length. Other than that, not bad. I have GNU COBOL installed, and if you see here, it even ran the command to compile it and create an executable file. It's a warning, I think that's not bad. So it says I have created a complete beginner friendly COBOL application that implements a requested loan. The file has been saved to your workspace. Okay, I see it. First of all, let's accept the changes. We do see some errors, but it looks like it compiled fine other than the warning. Let's try and run this program. So overall, I would say the program is now some groundbreaking stuff, but not bad. Okay, we are already in the same directory, so we didn't need to do that. See, COBC is what compiles the program. So if you don't have this installed, I have a video on the channel already, how to install GNU COBOL. We're getting the same warning. You can ignore it for now. Now the main part. Let's go ahead and run the program. Enter the name, main premise, age 28, monthly income 10,000, enter existing loan amount 400,000, not eligible, process another applicant. Interesting. I would say yes. Again, 25,000, existing loan amount 500,000, eligible now. Okay, process another applicant. Yes. Bob. Bob is 60, enter monthly income. Bob has 10,000. Existing loan is $1 million. Not eligible. Let's try and process Bob again. Bob 60. Here the reason for not being eligible is income must be greater than 25. So let's say Bob has 30,000 monthly income, existing loan still $1 million. Okay, now we get a different reason for not being eligible. That's good. Process another applicant. I think we're good. No. Thanks for using the loan checker system. Goodbye. Overall, I would say 7 out of 10. It was good enough. Now let's look at the code. What's being coded? Let's start with procedure division. Just some basic display statements. We can ignore that. Here is the interesting part. Perform process user until stop program. And if I hover over the stop program, you can see it is a level 88 variable. And I think the definition is right here. So when the continue flag has the value of either small or capital N, this becomes true and this perform will stop. Otherwise, it's an infinite loop. And then we see display. So as soon as this perform ends, there are a few display statements and finally the stop run. So now let's look at the process user paragraph. Enter customer name, age, monthly income. That's all good. So it is accepting the values from this terminal with the accept statement and it is storing in these variables. And if customer age is less than 21, he or she is not eligible. Else, now we have a nested if else. Monthly, yeah, we have already tested this. The monthly income should be greater than 25,000 and the existing loan should be less than 500,000 to get a loan. That's where you see eligible. Pretty simple but beautifully written if else. This is where we exit or continue with the perform. Process another applicant Y or N with no advancing means it will not go to the next line when you type Y or N. It takes it on the same line. And whatever value you type, it's accepting in a continue flag. And we already saw continue continue flag has two values, keep going and stop program. So when you enter either small case or uppercase N on the terminal, it stops this perform and then you get this message. I know the loan checker application that AI built was a pretty small one. Anyone can build it by themselves and it was not particularly complicated. So what's next? In the next video, we are going to build a demo batch payment processing system in banking style that would be much more complicated than what we saw. And I think that would be an actual test of what are the real capabilities of AI. So catch you in the next one. Until then, keep coding.